particular morning, it was very cloudy. In fact, it was totally cloudy. And the Lord told me to just keep watching. And as I was watching, one beam of light would come down through, and then it would disappear. Another one would come up over here and disappear. And he said, I am always working. Behind those clouds, the sun is always shining. So whether you see that I'm working or not, I'm always working. And you need to wait until you see the breakthrough.
I had mono pretty bad. I went on a trip actually to DC, and the whole time I was just exhausted because I didn't realize that I had mono until I got back and I was diagnosed with it. But the doctor said that it was supposed to last for such and such amount of weeks. But I know that it was really like maybe just a few days after I went to the doctor. I remember laying in bed and I took a nap, and while I was asleep I had this dream like that Jesus was inside of me, inside of my body, and I could like just sense that something was going on. When I woke up I felt better and I was completely healed of the mono. So.
As a young girl, I always prayed that me and my mom would have a good, solid relationship because I never had that and I wanted that. And there's things that have happened in my life that I can see the root of it being because I didn't have a stable relationship with my mother. She was coming down to the church to visit, and it was the Easter play. And actually a week before the Easter play, so the whole Easter set was up and everything, and the pastor preached a message. And I remember praying the whole time, like, God, just let this do something, And I remember he gave the altar call, and I remember my head was down, and I remember my friend next to me like tapped me and was like, your mom's raising her hand. And I was like, and I looked down and my mom was sobbing, and she ran down to the altar. And the man she was praying with was actually the dean of my college, and he pointed me out and he brought me down there and he said, I want you to lead your mom to Christ. And I was sobbing, and I prayed with my mom, and she gave her life to Jesus, and today she's a completely different person.
So before Christ, I was a liar.
I was very, very prideful.
I was depressed.
At times I was selfish.
I was a liar.
Make up stories, about other people, or talking about other people even.
I also was severely depressed.
And I just was not honest with people about what was really going on.
I was very insecure and very shy.
I was promiscuous
And very, very revengeful, very unforgiving.
I thought that I was easy to save because I could obey rules. At times, I put God on the back burner instead of at the forefront.
Now Christ has changed me, and I am full of joy and peace and obsessed with the truth, and I just have hope. I have hope for a future, and I know that He's going to be there for me.
God has worked so much in my life. I am much more secure. I do have hope. I want to live because I know God has a good plan for my life.
For bringing about healing in my life in a lot of areas that I probably would have just gone on the rest of my life without addressing. So I have more joy now because and just more than, not even so much the issues themselves, because a lot of them I'm still working on, but the fact that God even has paid enough attention to me and is faithful enough to me to expose them, it's just a testament to His kindness and how much He loves me. And so like our relationship has grown a lot closer. We've grown a lot closer as a result of just me knowing that he cares enough to address these issues in a way that only he could.
I'm confident because of who I am in him, and I'm more aware of who I am in Christ, and that's my security, and that's my confidence. And I'm actually bold now, but it's not my personality. It's because of God working in me and my security in him, and so I'm bolder than my personality.
All the things that I used to do, I know it's sin, and it's not because I could stop, but God could stop for me. So there was a lot of temptations and a lot of things that I was still thinking about. But whenever things come up like that, I dig more into His Word and praying more. Then Jesus helped me to change all that.
Now, every day I wake up and I choose Christ, and I put Him first before myself, before the flesh. Now I choose to pick up my cross daily and carry it. Now I just choose to serve Him and to serve others and to give of myself more and more, because I see the greatest truth in the gospel to me is to love others and to serve others, as Christ has loved and served others. And so when my flesh tells me, no, don't go any further, I push forward and I continue to seek Him.